Hey guys, it's Zombie Shooter 115, and I'm here to talk about its background. Now, a lot of people, why I'm doing this right now is because most people have the question of, what is it, and where did it come from? Well, let me start off by saying, it is actually the figure or form seen in the movie by Stephen King and the novel, done by Stephen King's It. That's what it is. But, let's explain. It itself actually comes from the universe when it was created. It was actually secreted out in the boundaries of the universe, and it actually came down to Earth, and it actually feeds, and tries to feed, and it hibernates every 30 years, and it awakes itself once every 30 years, and comes back out to feed again, and then goes back into its slumber for another 30 years, rinse and repeat. So, what's its natural enemy? The natural enemy of it itself is actually the turtle from Dark Towers. You could find out more information about this form, this being called It, in the Dark Towers books, and you can actually read the book itself called It. You read the novel, you'll find out a little bit more, but, and in the movie, probably be wondering, like, why doesn't he just kill these kids? Why doesn't he just eat them already? Well, in the movie, later on, he says, well, you taste so much better when you're afraid. So he's doing this because he's frightening the children so that they taste better when he's eating them, so he might as well enjoy it before he goes back into his 30-year slumber, which is exactly what he does when they frighten him off with that asthma fluid. He's like, this is battery acid, you slime. And it's like, it was a pretty good scene. I like the effects where he's like, oh, he's like, his face is melting. That was such a good scene. But, he feasts every 30 years. We already got that down. His real name is Pennywise, as he calls himself, as the killer clown form. He can take any form he wants. He could turn into, as we've seen, he turns into a mummy, turns into a werewolf, and apparently he lives, and when he kills, he has, let me explain. He has this thing of light called the Deadlights, is where he came from, and that's where people go when they die, when he kills them. And the Deadlights is something he uses mostly to make people feel comfortable before he kills them. That way they don't run away. It's like a paralysis thing. So, in the movie, he tries to use that, like, as a paralysis move to scare them, or frighten them, or maybe even eat them in most cases. But, so, I forgot the name. In the novel, actually, they called him a different name other than Pennywise, and that was his real name. Now, believe it or not, the spider, at the end of the movie, he turns into a giant alien-looking spider, and that is, believe it or not, that's the closest form, physical form, that the human mind can comprehend of it, because its true form is so unearthly that we can't comprehend its existence. So, with that being said, yeah, that's just pretty much all the information you could gather from Pennywise, or It, and yeah, I'm a huge fan. I think I'm going to get a hold of the novel at one point, and I've seen the movie dozens of times, and yeah, there's a few creepy scenes in it, and, it's a pretty good movie. But yeah, there's the background of what It is, and how it became, and why it's out here, so there you go.